nicely. Well, you've set up your stall very nicely here, Chris. Okay, tell me what you think people need to know about why it is important to care for your boots.
I'll tell you what, Nadia, I'll just do my training thing.
Okay.
And then it's up to you how many times you want to cut it.
I can cut it as much as we want
from
to.
there. So,
Right.
you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
No, there you go. Is the lighting good?
The lighting's excellent.
Right. Do you want to turn the music off?
No, it's quite a nice little background. Great. Tell me, Chris, why is boot care so important?
So, for fabric and leather boots, typically something like the Salomon Quest 4, you have a few different choices. You have your wetproof from Mindel, which is just a simple spray on, and that gets into the fabric and the leather.
That's after you've cleaned the boot first?
After you've cleaned the boot. It doesn't change the appearance of the boot because it's a very weak wax. You also have other things, the likes of your knit wax. We do a couple of packs, but you have your fabric and leather proof and your Nubuck and suede proof. It is the same product, they just put a different label on the actual wax. That will do exactly the same as this from Mindel. It will just leave your boots pretty much the same appearance as what it had. You also comes with a nice cleaning product and agent to help clean the boot from there.
Okay.
If you want a stronger wax to put on these boots, but it will change the appearance of the boot, which is something I would recommend more for any walking boot, you do get your knit wax kind of paste, which comes with a sponge applicator. But the nice thing about it is comes in nice and gets absorbed into the leather straight away and works straight away, but it will change the appearance of the boot.
So we're walking in mud?
Not necessarily. If you've waxed up your boot, the mud and the water won't go onto the boot now, will it? So it's all about surface tension, Nadia.
True.
But primarily, fabric boots like this are more reliant upon you cleaning the boot and making sure it's clean. It is very much the only thing keeping your feet dry is the Gore-Tex membrane inside the boot, which is why a leather boot is a longer lasting product, because if you wax a leather, no matter how thin, it is fully waterproof, unlike your fabric. You get two main different types of leather, and we have two different types here. So you have your full grain leather and you have your Nubuck leather. Primarily, the most popular boot or manufacturing is a Nubuck leather. They do then oil it in the Mindel's case. Some brands wax it, the likes of Scarpa. It is in a sense the same leather. How you look after that is pretty much exactly the same way as a fabric boot, but you do get stronger waxes. So something like the conditioner and proofer from Mindel is a water-based wax. Again, this will change the appearance of the boot because it's a stronger wax. Ideally, to apply this, you need to make sure the boot's wet, and it will kind of absorb into the boot that much better, and you'll get better results from it. Personally, I would usually go with one of these three products when I'm waxing my boots. I would be using either the Mindel Sports Wax or the Leader Grease from Altberg. All it is beeswax and oil. You literally grab it, splodge it on, give it a nice good coating, make sure you don't overdo it across the boot. It will change the appearance of the boot from that Nubuck, suede kind of effect to something a bit more like what's it came.
Sheen.
Sheen, something like that. What if you are using your boots quite a bit? I would then recommend something like the Nikwax one here, because it can be applied when the boot's dry or wet and will work instantly for you as well.
So these are also best applied when the boot
boot's dry.
Dry.
It will not apply when the boot is wet.
Okay.
And the last one, certainly a wax that we would kind of certainly recommend in certain cases, is the Leader Grease Extreme. So this has a lot more conditioning agents within it. Is if your boot haven't been waxed for some time and are starting to look very tired and battered, applying this should bring the leather back up to in a much nicer effect from there.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very useful.